Lovely, jubbly, just tricked you there. God, look at the cinnamon. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the perfect draft tray. And it's just quite a lot heavier. Especially when Good afternoon, people. Way, look at this. How exciting is that? Look at that. It's Mcguigan. It's a zero Sauvignon Blanc. I used to be a connoisseur of fine wine. Did I not? Wife drank anything, by the way. But this was from Tesco's. It would have been £4.25, but it was £3.50 or something with your club card, wasn't it? Generous aromas of gooseberry, citrus fruits with a subtle grassy tone. This refreshing, full flavoured Sauvignon Blanc delivers flavours of passion fruit and lime, whilst finishing clean and crisp.
Okay, so
and it's vegan.
The blurb on that actually does sound really, really good. I don't know without a lot of hopes for this.
No, and I couldn't be bothered to find a wine glass, so I used that. A little testing glass that we had from Lithuania.
But you never know.
Never say never. But yeah, I don't hold out a lot. I was going to read the whole write up, but it will just bore you even more than this will. So, go on.
But for everyone that's doing dry January, you know,
yep,
there might be something that you prefer more than the alcohol-free beers. It might be the alcohol-free wines, or even the ciders.
Yep, and there's an X, and we will be doing a cider tomorrow. A Thatcher's Zero, one we've had before, which is actually quite decent. There's a really good alcohol-free dry January group on Facebook, the smaller group, not the big one with all the nutters. But yeah, that's well worth looking into. I'll put a link on here. Right, so what? It smells like wine. We have had calorie-free ones years and years ago, haven't we?
Yeah, they were light ones. They still had a little bit of alcohol in them.
Yeah, it was the calories we were concerned about. I was concerned about rather. So, now
okay,
for me,
it looks like wine.
It's got a little bit of carbonation for some reason. I'll tell you what, I've just got the smell of it. I'm always one to say, well, there's nothing going on there, but that has just got berries in it. Of fruits.
Yeah, well, I can smell a little bit of gooseberry in there. Maybe a little bit of something citrusy.
Yeah, zesty. Did it say? It didn't say zesty, but it is zesty. Oh, lime, passion fruit, lime, gooseberry. Yeah, sorry, it did say citrus. Yeah, which it was zesty.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not smelling too bad. It's not smelling too bad. It looks the part. It does look like how I would expect wine to look in a glass.
Probably a wine glass would have been a bit better because thinking about it now, it'd be able to breathe better, wouldn't it? But it doesn't matter on an alcohol-free. Probably not. Right, who's going first?
You.
I never normally get the chance, do I?
You're taking a most minute little sips.
Right.
That's it. Go on, get a bit in you.
Right. Now, I won't say what I was going to say at first because I've changed a little bit. But, do you know what? That's actually all right. I was finding a little bit sweet on the palate at first. That's why when I swirled it round on the second bit.
From the aroma, I was expecting it to taste a lot more vinegary than what it does. But it's not altogether unpleasant, which is quite a surprise. I thought it was going to be absolutely vile.
Vile? Oh,
yeah, I did.
Straight to the point.
It has got quite a nice fruity kind of
That
taste to it.
runs.
Not overly artificially sweet, which is the other thing I thought
That's what I
might come into play with this. I am picking up on gooseberry. There is a little bit of citrus there, and also
It's supposed to be passion fruit. I thought it was more apricot or peach.
yeah,
But that's my personal
I
opinion.
would- that's yeah. It doesn't. It hasn't got a really distinct passion fruit taste, but there is another fruity kind of flavour in there.
Yeah, my philosophy of this was, well, look, I brought the bloody bottle. Let's go out there, give it a go on a review. We're chipping it away afterwards, anyway. Who
It
cares?
has got a slight carbonation to it.
It's got a slight carbonation.
You
Not
can
only
just
that,
feel that, just slightly bounce on your tongue.
but it's got a slight bite at the end as well. The flavour is quite sweet at the beginning, but not overly sweet. But then the fruits are kind of running through you, aren't they? Yeah, you know there's no alcohol there. I'm not, because it hasn't got that bite. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it has a little bit of, this is actually all right.
It does taste
I'm
all
absolutely
right.
stunned. I said to her,
I'm not blown away. I thought it was going to
quick
be
review.
awful.
We'll be in and out in 5 minutes. We're turning the lights on, setting the camera up. I'd actually recommend this. I reckon.
If you usually like a glass of wine, and although Paul said I would drink anything, yeah, actually Sauvignon Blanc would have been the white wine that I would go
I
for.
prefer drink. Yeah, but you like red and all that. I wasn't really into them at all.
That isn't horrible. That is actually quite pleasant, really, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm on a live tonight. This video will go up tomorrow or the next day. I'm on a live tonight on YouTube. Now, if I get bored of Corona Zero, I can have that in the fridge, and I'll tell you what, I'd have one of
I'd
them.
probably have a glass of that. Yeah,
That is actually all right.
that's
I'm absolutely amazed. I never thought I'd say that. As I
that
said to
isn't
you,
horrible. It's actually reasonably pleasant.
and I can't remember on the write-up how many calories is in each glass. Can you see on the back of that? Oh, it's from Australia. That's interesting. Alcohol-free. I'll have a look at the back. I might have a little thing, hold on the phone here before we go away and rate this, because I'm thinking of what to do here with this.
Per 100 ml, I think that says is 24 calories. I think.
24 calories. That's
I mean, to be fair, you could probably buy something like a white grape juice or something that would be comparable and cheaper.
granted, you could, yeah, but
But
there's a
if you
feel
wanted
factor here.
to feel like you were having your glass of wine, for that kind of that placebo effect, I guess I suppose you'd call it. This looks the part.
On
And
37
it's very drinkable.
views from Tesco's, unfortunately, only gets 2.7 out of 10. So I
People
don't
aren't
know.
agreeing with us. Well,
not
maybe
agreeing
it's
with
just
us
that
at all.
I don't drink a lot of wine nowadays, and I haven't done for a long while.
Free from alcohol, full in flavour. Mcguigan Zero is the UK's #1 still alcoholic wine brand. The flavour profiles and characteristics of each variety are as you would expect, providing you don't need alcohol to enjoy a full flavoured experience. Do you know what? I'd agree with that in a glass. 100 years of winemaking experience. They're founded and they celebrate the love of wine. And it goes on. I won't obviously read any further because it's like an essay. But I'll tell you what, for me, and like you're saying, there's only 20 odd calories.
I think it said 24 calories by 100 ml.
Yeah. So that means for a halfway decent glass of
I
wine,
think.
you've got 24, 48, 60 calories. 24, 48, yeah, 60 calories for 250 ml. You can't go wrong. That's like a Corona Zero.
Yeah, it's
You know.
it isn't bad.
I
The flavours in there, like I say, is quite nice. It looks the part. You would feel like you were pouring out of a bottle of wine, having a glass of wine.
as far as
Maybe a grape juice would be a cheaper option and give you just as much flavour. I'm not that sure.
it wouldn't, no, not along the same level. I don't agree. I've had grape juice only recently.
But I'm still going to give that quite a hefty rating. I'm going to give that a rate my birthday.
So am I. Look at that.
Because I thought it was going to be horrible and it actually turned out to be quite nice. Very drinkable, actually. Fruity.
It was a quick 5-minute review, but there you go. That is what it is. But I tell you what, if you're in Tesco's, you're doing dry January. Well done if you got this far.
Yeah, well done.
You know, we're all in it together. Together stronger than that. I know that. I tell you what, I've had a lot worse. I actually had worse alcoholic ones than that. So there you go.
There you
right.
go, yeah.
That's not doing our engine anymore. Bonjour.